He's revered as the greatest Confederate general of them all, the personification of Southern values and military strength. But there's more to the so-called Marble Man than meets the eye. So who was the real Robert E. Lee? Born in Virginia on January 19, 1807, Lee's childhood was defined by the failings of his father, Revolutionary hero Henry Lee, whose carelessness with money landed him in debtor's prison when Robert was just 2 years old. Determined not to follow in his footsteps, Lee attended the United States Military Academy at West Point. He served with distinction as a U.S. Army staff officer during the Mexican-American War. But the outbreak of the American Civil War proved to be a decisive turning point in his life. Lee refused the offer to command Union forces and made the bold decision to fight for the Confederacy instead. This decision shocked some Union-leaning members of his family. Widely venerated as a military leader of unrivaled bravery and skill, Lee's first campaign in late summer 1861 actually ended in defeat. Accused of playing it safe, he was given the nickname Granny Lee by the Confederates. Soon enough, however, he would shake that name off with multiple victories. Lee's views on slavery were also complicated. He grew up in a slave-owning household. And after marrying Mary Anna Custis in 1831, he owned slaves himself. Yet Lee saw slavery as a moral and political evil in America that would one day be abolished, not by man, but by God. So why does it matter? After his death in October 1870, writers, commentators, and historians elevated Lee to mythological status, propagating the so-called lost cause, which portrayed the Confederate cause as necessary and just, and Lee as one of its greatest heroes. Only in the late 20th century did this version of Lee come to be questioned. Why does our perspective of historical figures change over time?